We're back. It's time for Best of 5, number 3. Only 2 more spots remaining in the round of 8. And this one's going to be a PvP.
That's right.
I'm actually especially excited about this one tonight. Zest versus herO. Zest has been dominant in the past. Not that he's not as good now, but
this is his worst year.
This is his worst year. Thank you. Well, you said it more bluntly than I would have. Whereas herO has been on the up and up.
Yeah.
I think he's sort of a little bit in the shadow of stats, but maybe that's an overstatement because herO has been killer. He's actually the winner of the previous Super Tournament. This is his tournament. He's back again. Zest, though, a talented player. We're going to see if he can adapt, if he can overcome, or if he's going to close out 2017 on a low mark.
Yeah, it has been a terrible year for Zest. But herO, like, this year has been fantastic. He's been, at times, the best Protoss, in my opinion, even though his stats is overshadowing everyone. herO has been a stone-faced killer, even way early in the year when Protoss is having a harder time. He was, like, bringing it back. He's in great shape. Even I Am Shanghai, second place, only Rogue could take him out. He was on a killing spree. Whereas Zest, Zest is the best ladder Protoss by far. In fact, I watch a lot of Zest streaming. When you actually watch his play, in my opinion, he's actually still the best Protoss. He hasn't been able to deliver anything offline. His play, though, is magnificent.
He ushered in a new era of Protoss, but herO has actually tightened his own play style where he still has the best timing attacks, the best uppercut KO blows, depending on what his opponent's build is. He counters it so hard. But herO's also shown that he is very clean, very safe in macro play as well, where herO we could always predict would make a shorter game. This time, I don't know, man. Well, I think herO has more choices, and I think he's certainly the favorite here.
Okay, and I think most people would agree with you, but Tay says, I'm not most people, brah! Zest is going to take him out, okay?
All right,
let me
lay
this
You're
out.
so crazy you think Zest is going to take this.
I'm the smartest man ever to have lived next to these 16 pro gamers and probably 500 other pro gamers.
Yeah.
But, no, Zest is really, really, really good. When you actually watch him, yes, he's fallen out of some of these qualifiers, but it's been very rough matches. It's been things like his PVT wasn't up to snuff in a GSL season, right? When everyone was having kind of a hard time in the matchup. His PVZ in a GSL qualifier, the third one, was not hanging tight, right? And that was a hard time with Hydrobane and stuff like that. But Zest is his control, his execution, his strategies. These are all amongst the absolute best for Protoss players. And I can't say otherwise for herO. But Zest is kind of the pioneer even of modern PvP, this kind of very charge lot heavy style. He literally grinded that out at the top of the Korean ladder. And I'm looking at this man, Zest is going to return now. He's going to beat herO, and then he's going to beat SOS in the next round, and he's going to hit Dark or Sue, and it's going to be great, okay?
We're going to see if you are correct, Artosis, or if history repeats itself, and you are nope, Stradamus of predictions. Let's find out. This is Zest versus herO. Good luck, guys. Only 2 spots remaining. The round of 8 of the Super Tournament.
Zest.
Again, this player having a very, very tough time. Was at one point in time on top of the whole world. He's still obviously very good, but he's and handsome. I got something to say about that in a minute. But first, in the upper left,
Root Gaming, herO,
who I think really hit his stride here at the early part of 2017, and has really kept a lot of that momentum. It's the best year we've ever seen. Now.
And handsome.
We are exactly. Now, here's what I was going to say: is both these guys are super sharp-looking guys.
Yeah.
And Zest, of course, we all know he works out a bunch. He's a cool-looking dude. He looks good in those glasses. But I just found something out, guys. herO, and this is not me joking. I know we say a lot of dumb stuff here, but herO skateboarded here today. His skateboard's in the back of the.
He has a motorized.
He had a motorized skateboard. Now, just think about this for a minute. How cool are you when you ride your motorized skateboard to a studio to win an esports tournament that you won last time? That is actually out of like a comic.
You know, he's...
It's just like, that is so cool.
I agree with you. He's basically the coolest person.
That's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
Maybe with his keyboard bag in his back, he's like, hey man, I can bounce on a board and I can bounce myself in a PvP best of 5 and win.
Oh my god.
Now, is it cooler that it's a motorized skateboard, or is it cooler that it is if it was an actual skateboard? Because I used to skate before I got to Korea, and I tried to bring my skateboard down here, and the streets and the whole way people move around it's not skateboard territory if you're going to use skating as a mode of transportation.
Well, I mean, he's possibly the greatest of the micro Protosses, so I don't think he really has that much of an issue getting through these streets.
You think he could micro himself down to the studio, no problem? Skateboard, roller skates.
When you're a StarCraft pro gamer, you're better than other people, okay? He's better than you and I, Tasteless. This is a special type of human. His reaction speeds, the way that his brain, he can see the whole road. He's like, every one of these people is a widow mine. I'm not going to get hit. And he goes right through, man. It's not an issue.
I love it.
Okay, what are these guys doing?
Yeah,
now that we've just
talking about how herO skateboarded down here.
So,
hold up.
Zest is going for a very quick Twilight here.
We have a Nexus coming down here for herO. Zest.
Oh.
Whoa. He hit it.
That is really important for herO because now, look at this. He's looking at, he knows aggression's going to be on the way.
Right.
Because there's no Nexus. Like, Nexuses line up in PvP very closely. He's going to have to put this pylon down. There you go.
Okay, boom. Probe bounces out. But, of course, as you were saying, Artosis, just knowing that there's no Nexus coming, I mean, that can only mean one thing.
Yeah.
And that's some form of tech. Of course, some form of aggression. herO now backing up 4v4. First volley goes on herO's top stalker. Both players deem it unwise to push any further. Oh, now, hold that thought. Zest is going to come in here anyways.
I want to talk about how Zest might end up winning this game and how he might end up losing this game. If an observer comes out, that's how he ends up losing this game. But keeping this pressure on with the stalkers could make him think that he needs an immortal right away.
That's a good point. But I think, yeah, actually, it's a smart move by him. If he sees more and more stalkers coming up here and thinks, oh man, he's going to try to bust me. Then again, I don't think this fight went well enough. Oh no! One adept is going to come in here.
It's an immortal.
Immediately killed off, and yeah, there it is. Now,
that is not
also,
the unit you're looking
2 DTs, he does have 2 sentries, so he can block them out with that. Pro gamers at this phase are usually pretty good in their mains about having enough of a good SimCity structure. Hold up, here it is.
He sees it.
He sees it. He knows.
Probes are evacuating. Very well done. He'll hold position on the ramp. There you go. Back up. Force field. Oh.
What? What?
Force field him in. He wants to kill him, I guess.
I suppose so.
But, I mean,
it was kind of odd to have that at the bottom. I guess he views this as if I get both of these. Okay, so one goes down. 5 probes killed. Most of this happening down here outside as well. Now, the DT can still be used to pin the army over here. But whenever you go DTs, no matter what, StarCraft 1, StarCraft 2, no matter what expansion you're in, by the way, in any of those games, you're always at a weird spot after the DT rush has ended and and if they're not dead. There's always like an opening where you can end up getting hurt.
Yeah, what we're going to see from herO, I believe, is he'll just walk across a map with a prism, an observer, and his stalkers. And watching herO micro a prism with stalkers, it's one of the most magnificent moves. It's like watching Beyond Micro, where it's like all his stalkers have blink, but it doesn't have cooldown.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild how good he is with that. So we'll see if he actually goes for that type of attack. Maybe he'll play a little bit more defensively and just harass lightly with the prism. But either way, blink already on the way here for Zest. And, a Dark Shrine, a counter Dark Shrine by herO.
Yeah. Sometimes the best response to DTs is your own DTs.
Yeah, it's like...
Is they have to get ready for everything else, especially stuff that comes out of a robo, since the observer is what counters a DT.
Yeah. Don't forget, TVT back in the day, best counter to Banshee was Banshee.
That's right. In the early
opponent
makes
a Banshee,
days.
just make a Banshee a little bit later on and send it in.
It's funny how that works. Dark Shrine, of course, not done yet. Zest is beefed up the entrance of his base. Now, these 2 adepts are for many different purposes. They're here to kill workers, but also to scout. He's
so
going to see
much
Blink is
damage.
upgrading. Yeah, this is a lot of workers killed. And he does see the Robo is about to finish. But actually, you know, if he gets up there, Artosis, let's see if there's an Observer first or an Immortal first.
Blink gets no Blink here as well.
Yeah. And also these Stalkers are kind of in the front. It's like you never thought this was actually going to happen. Okay, there we go. Chasing him through the pylons. Wow.
Wow, I really wanted that sentry.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's the Immortal now. He should get 2 DTs. There it is. Now, with the Stalkers up here in the front, there's so much damage that he can do here, it's insane.
Yeah, one Observer. This is a tough one to hold correctly. He gets a pylon. Like, Zest is really trying to get some damage done, but he's already lost a lot of DTs here. Oh, he has a defensive DT, but that DT can't see another DT.
That's right. Okay, so he sees this one up in the front, and that will be taken out. Now, again, it's only one Observer, so there's a lot of chasing that has to occur here. And he's going to try to bait out this one. Here we go. Aha!
And Tasteless now, you know, obviously he has to have multiple Observers around, but now we have Blink finishing up here for herO, and he has Immortals. So the army of Zest is not really that good. He's taken his third reasonably quickly, and he's getting charged, so that can be a decent counter to what's going on. But when you're doing that type of situation, you need to have an actual strong economy so you can warp in a lot of Zealots. But his economy's a little bit behind where he really wants it to be between the DT harassment and those 2 Adepts that got like 6 probes.
So I think this was well handled here by herO. Excuse me. Got a bit of raspy throat here. We've been casting so much lately between ASL and now the Super Tournament. I feel like the overall direction the game's going is not bad for herO at all, especially with the attack upgrade. It's just sort of being in the lead for him here.
Yeah, that is definitely...
Is there going to have to be some finesse here by Zest, maybe like trying to counter in certain locations to try to hit? Because momentum seems to be on herO's side.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Gets that one Observer. That's definitely something. Keep his opponent a little bit more in the dark.
And of course, Observer is actually kind of important in this game, considering both sides do have DTs out. Observer following the Prism, trying to make sure that he's not going to do any more DT shenanigans. Some Archons on the way here. Of course, herO's getting charged as well.
This is a part of the game where things tend to slow down. After the second bases have stabilized, especially with the DT rush like that, there's usually not a lot of damage they can do to each other. You see the now hallucinated Phoenixes are getting gunned down.
And the herO just stays a little bit ahead in supply here. He had his probes out just kind of a little bit earlier due to the additional harassment damage he got.
Does herO just push out here in a minute with these 5 gates finishing?
With +2, yeah.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that there's no reason to not do that.
No.
I think the Archon count, I might be wrong, but I believe it's like 2 ahead here for herO. Am I wrong about this?
Well, he's definitely got at least 2 more Immortals. I'm not sure about the exact Archon count, but like herO's, not just that, but the +2 attack against +1, really big deal.
Yeah, well, that's just, that can be a game breaker right there. Okay, he's warping in a few more units here. Okay, so I think now he should have 2 more Archons in his opponent. And from here, especially with the other Immortals, like you were saying, that's just going to be too much.
No, he's just going to kill it.
And there are a good amount of Zealots here for herO, which means those Archons can handle that, but...
Oh, he's getting a DT in while he's doing this, and there's no detection there right now.
Yeah.
That third base, look at that probe starting to go down. Oh, man.
This is how you break a nerve.
Yeah, no, herO's done a fantastic job. You know, he got out the Observers quickly enough. The DT harassment of Zest not quite getting what it needed.
Him doing that blink over there to get the DT. If this big attack's about to start up here.
Oh, man, he's never holding this.
Yep.
Look at how many Immortals are there for herO. That is crazy.
Here comes the War Prism from behind.
A little flank of a couple Zealots and a Stalker. Oh, that's actually
an insane play. He blinked through. However, he's on the side of a lot of Immortals now. The Archons continuing to push through here for herO.
Just not very much left over.
Yeah, see those Stalkers get wiped out over there. And I think even without the easy reinforcements, that's it. Yeah. herO's like running away, and Zest is like, okay, I'm done. Forget about it. We're going to go into game number 2 now. See what Zest can go for. herO dominating back there.
Yeah, you played
pretty much from
very
start
well
to
there.
finish, yeah.
Well, he used a very stock standard strong build, whereas Zest went one base DT into his expand. And if you don't get some really decent damage off of that, you're going to be behind in some ways. You know, this is just the nature of DTs. You're trying to get a unit out that can really punish your opponent in a big way. Sometimes DTs just straight win a game, but if they defend it reasonably well, you're going to be behind in other ways. That Dark Shrine is expensive. The DT just as a unit in general, it's really, really expensive.
Maybe a little bit experimental there by Zest to feel out herO. herO normally the strategic initiator in early game, especially PvP historically. Let's see what happens on Newkirk Precinct. This is definitely a map that allows for some creativity and some strangeness. I'm not sure what to expect. Let's see what happens. Zest vs herO, game number 2.
Tournament, Season 2.
In the bottom right, in the blue.
Zest.
In the bottom left, in the red, he is
Root Gaming, herO.
Okay, excited to see what these guys are going to be going for. You know, as you said, Newkirk definitely a map where some different things can happen. Oracles can be quite strong here. Best Protoss Free Saga. That's brutal. These guys are mean. They're just straight mean. That's the name of the guy that beat me in Season 1. He was awful. I was moving that. For 2 weeks, I was homeless, tasteless.
Yeah.
Staying at friends' houses, not able to practice. Free Suck was trash, tasteless.
Who's the winner now? Artosis, though.
God. Oh my God, those memories.
That's so funny.
Yeah, and I was Zerg, man. They were weak back then.
That's right, man.
Only Fruit Dealer could win with the memories. It's not like today where any scum can win a tournament, man. Look at Sue, six second places in Kodas. Come on, you think a Protoss can do that nowadays? No, man.
I don't know what Zest's angle is here in a PvP against somebody like herO.
Well, he is fully walled, right? Was that a full wall he made?
I think so.
I was kind of having too much fun there talking about sad memories.
Should be.
Yeah, so look at that. That is a
it's not a StarCraft 1 wall, and so we know for sure that actually walls it out.
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. What's he making here?
Stargate, back there.
Definitely not a surprise that it's a Stargate if you're doing a completely full wall.
He's got like 2 more gateways back there. I'm like, well, I don't know about this.
Yeah, well, he has a probe out in the map somewhere, right, to make a Nexus with? Because I've seen SOS do this before where he'll full wall and he just makes sure he doesn't lose his scouting probe so that it can make the Nexus.
But didn't he do that on maps where the Nexus was sort of tucked away inside of his main in some weird way?
Sometimes, but I've seen specifically on this map SOS do this.
Really? Did we cast that? Was that you and me? I don't think so.
I don't rember if it was.
Because every time I casted SOS doing this, I think I was back when I was over at SPO.
Oh, maybe.
Because, yeah, he did a lot of, but I always saw it once where he had another base there. Nicely done by Zest, winning a little micro fight.
Yeah, man. I accept your apology thinking hero's going to win this series.
This is going to, of course, escape at the last second. Actually getting 2 probes already.
Yeah, this is some really legit damage here. And don't forget, he forced a recall on his opponent's...
Oh!
That was actually a really good snipe.
Yeah, but he waited till the last second to activate that so that the timing for the frames leaving wouldn't work.
The 4 probes was actually worth it, though, I think, still, right? Like, that 4 probes this early in the game is, like, pretty awesome. And now it's turning into a Phoenix War. So Phoenix Wars are pretty wild. You know, sometimes we see Korean pros like do a transition where they're like, okay, I have 5 Phoenixes, now I'm going Stalkers or something like that. But just generally speaking, if you have more Phoenixes, you're ahead. And if you're both just making Phoenixes, neither of you can truly attack because they moving shot.
That's the big issue is once you both started going Phoenixes, you can't really stop because the transition out of them doesn't happen fast enough to where you suddenly can overcome them. So you're both stuck doing this, so it ultimately comes down to these two Phoenixes fighting each other, and we've seen things like ranged used or somebody trying to out-Phoenix with another Stargate. Both have advantages. If you try to outnumber them, what you do is try to box them into the corner of the map where they can no longer fly away and take full advantage of their range.
Now, I'm kind of surprised he got double Stargate this early, Zest did, just because you don't mine enough gas to consistently use those. But, you know, he's focusing so heavily on just having a Phoenix advantage. I'd love to see the unit tab right now, just see the exact counts, because that's really all that matters.
Oh my God, this is a great play here by herO. Tactically coming in there, drawing the Phoenixes back, and then gunning them off, taking out those probes, a big equalizer there. In fact, killing more probes back there for him. That was really nicely done.
And now they're actually even on that probe count pretty much, right? So that was a good move by herO, but Zest has double gas at his natural really quick, and he got those double Stargates very quickly, right? So is he going to just have more Phoenixes?
Let's find out. Let's also see if any Phoenixes are shaved off here. This is a little bit dicey, being on the edge here. Okay, he gets one, pulls away. How many is that for herO?
It's 5 versus 5.
I think it's
now
5?
6 versus 5.
Okay.
I believe, right?
I don't know.
Yeah. That's 5 for herO. Now 6 for herO. 6 for Zest. Now 7 for Zest.
I'm kind of surprised Zest is committing to this. I mean, obviously the herO Phoenix is reinforced out of those targets a little bit more quickly. Okay, he's committing. I actually think Zest loses this.
No, I think Zest just barely takes it.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, wait, does he? I think so, yeah, right? Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. You're totally right. If he can just target down that other Phoenix, though. What is this?
Ooh! Now 3-1? This is starting to go very Zest.
Yeah, that was really well handled by Zest. It's, you know, it's interesting because they both try to bunch their Phoenixes on top of each other to disguise the number.
Yeah.
It's not just that's the way it looks. It's that they're trying to, I mean, it makes it hard to commentate for sure, but it also makes it hard for their opponent to figure out, okay, who's got a lead.
Mm-hmm. And now Zest is sitting here with more probes, more Phoenixes. He's getting the fleet beacon. How does herO come back from this? That's the question.
He's shaved off another Phoenix, so
dude,
you know, every Phoenix that's out here. Okay, good play.
Gets one there. That's good. That's a good move.
If you can get 2 or 3 Phoenixes ahead, a fight will snowball almost every time. Mm-hmm. Now 2 Adepts are coming across the map. We don't know what's in Zest's natural, but let's see if it forces the Phoenixes back. There's always another way to come ahead in a series like this. Now he's going to be able to get these probes over here.
Yeah, Zest is just working this lead right now. That's a great shade in, though.
Yeah, and the Stalker coming over here as well.
That's kind of funny, just utilizing that Stalker right there. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That was so cool.
Now, he did get 5 probes. That means the worker count now is like 2 ahead for herO, but the Phoenix count may be more important. Phoenix range is on the way here for herO. herO is moving out.
Yeah, and herO's going to transition anyways. He's going Twilight right now.
Yep, he wants these Phoenixes to chase his.
But, like, the moment that range finishes, you always attack your opponent. Right? Like, he knows that he has range and his opponent doesn't. So he'll fly in, but that's why herO has his Phoenixes across the map. He's just going to try to get a lot of counter damage done, I think.
This is a great way to try to negate the range and force him to overinvest. herO wants to engage where Zest Phoenixes or not.
herO's making 2 oracles. Why is herO making 2
oracles? He's hiding a Dark Shrine. Okay, here we go. This should trigger the attack here by herO.
Yes, it certainly should, and it does, in fact.
Oh my God, he's beelining the oracles over here to the main.
He wants to try not going to do much.
Yeah, so he's coming in here. He's picking up so many workers. The one Stalker can't do that much to defend. They're losing all of their workers. Oh my God!
This is crazy right now.
I think there's where'd the Oracle go? We saw herO's Oracle move out. Here it is.
Oh my God!
Look at this
move.
This is so smart.
This move. This is the smartest thing I've ever seen. It looked so stupid, but it was so smart.
The fact that he has no anti-air in the main. Look, because the Phoenixes are running out of lift-ups, but the Oracle can still do damage. Oh my God!
How brilliant is herO?
This is so good.
He's so smart.
And notice they both ran out of pickups, okay?
Yeah.
But the Oracle still can attack. and are still doing damage. And now herO is making mass stalkers, and he's also going DTs.
Oh my god.
This is so sick.
Dude, like, his opponent, Zest, has more Phoenixes in range, right?
Yeah. Oh my god,
Obviously, you make Oracles versus that, right? Obviously. It's clear.
Apparently.
Okay, well, he finally clears this up, so that gives some advantages to Zest, but his economy is so
badly hurt.
Does he have
protection?
He does. He has an observer.
Wait. Okay, it's over there. Now, he has 3 DTs. There's 1 observer, right? One. Yeah, one observer.
Jeez, herO. Why
well, this is so advanced. This goes against everything we would assume is the correct play. Where are the Phoenixes now? They're are they out?
Yeah, they're going.
So they're going to not be able to be here to defend. I don't think herO really cares about this, to be honest. Look at this.
Yeah, if he just splits 3 DTs,
look.
man.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Zest may tap out.
He might.
herO's so good. herO's next level.
This is way too strong. He's so smart.
Zest is on 18 workers. And not mining for most of his base.
But he's got Void Rays over here. There is a possibility he just gets a hard win with killing all the stalkers and all the probes too, right? There's like a small possibility of that.
Well, I think the worker count might be high enough for herO that...
Yeah, 29 is still pretty decent.
Yeah.
Especially in a game this crazy.
Well, the Phoenixes, let's see where they're going at now. It seems like he's going to be a little bit more focused on this. By the way, he's still making DTs. He's going to make more DTs just to make sure that the nothing from Zest can ever leave his base.
Zest on only 15 workers. God, he has almost nothing here.
And with DTs split up, he could just kind of target down whatever he. I mean, you know, a DT is going to get 1 kill on a worker. And when you're this low on workers, even getting 1 or 2 kills is pretty bad. And I mean bad for the guy who's losing the workers. And now he's going to come forward.
Stalkers, man.
Yeah, look at this. DT comes in. I think this should be it.
herO was way too smart this game.
He was too advanced. That was
smart. The fact
I think that was one of the most impressive PvPs I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I completely agree that this was... And the thing is, Zest played really well. Like, he capitalized on having 1 more Phoenix for moments. Like, with the rally distance, he was barely ahead, and he knew it, and he forced an advantage out of that. But then herO does things like sends 3 units across the map and runs away with his Stalker. And, like, that, to make the Oracles while your opponent has mass-ranged Phoenixes, to make sure that you kill as many probes as he does...
I think the Oracle play was so smart, and he hit the Phoenixes in the right spot, and he knew, okay, we're both going to be doing probe lifts, but there's a cap on how many times you can lift, and then you got to wait. The Oracle's out, and the Oracle always, when it comes out of the Stargate, is fresh and ready to kill off a good 10 probes if it can, right?
Dude.
And so he does all the lifts, ignoring the main, right? All the probes are evacuated to the main anyways. The Oracle gets there. It kills all of the workers, and from there the DT follow-up is too good. I'm worried for Zest. I'm worried for you, Artosis. I'm worried for you. You said that Zest has this. Let's find out how wrong Artosis might be in game number 3. No. In the upper left, in the blue.
Well,
Zest.
To be fair, like, that game, Zest, in a conventional way, against conventional play, gained an advantage. herO's play, this is herO, by the way.
Bottom right.
herO's play
Root Gaming. herO
was basically like a force of nature. It's like this type of thing that you, like there's no accounting for that when you predict things, okay? When it's like, okay, this herO's going to do a move that we have never seen in 7 years, and it's going to be exactly what he needs to do, and like one of the highest levels of brilliance ever. Hey, look, it's the voice guy.
That's right. That's the GSL voice guy.
And ASL voice
guy.
herO.
Yeah. But that was like... I'm too impressed. I'm just sitting here, like, looking stupid, and I'm just like... The Oracles, and then, like, falling with the... Like, just...
Here's what I'll give you, dude. Okay. That just changed the entire way we view the Phoenix race. Like, completely and totally, that game back there changes how we understand the momentum of that, and shows that if you get behind in a weird way, you don't have to be behind, but it's just weird avenue. Now, that being said, if you knew that the Oracles were the counter to that, maybe you actually just go send your Phoenixes over to where the Stargates are and try to do that, and you catch the Oracles. But that was so unexpected. I mean, we were talking about it in the game, too. The 2 Oracles are being made. It's like, what?
We'll probably never see that again.
That? He's going to lose.
Even the shape of the map works towards that. Everything that's happened so far this game works towards that. The fact that he lost his mothership core works towards that early on, right? Like, all these different things. And, like, that is right there with SOS's move when he was behind Phoenix vs. Phoenix.
Oh, when he did, like, the wall corner? Yeah, that was so sick.
When he walled in ranged Phoenixes and killed them. Like, I mean, these are the 2 most brilliant moves I've ever seen in Phoenix vs. Phoenix.
It's funny because early on in PvP, people figured out pretty fast that, like, if you're both going for these air units, then you kind of have to keep going for them, right? But now we're seeing, and this game's been out for over 7 years, but we're seeing these really unique responses. This is what makes RTS basically so good.
Yeah,
is,
it continually evolves.
I mean, I always get annoyed when people assume that, like, okay, we've solved it, nothing's going to change in this, and then it's like, no, man.
19 years later, new meta in StarCraft 1, guys.
Yeah, keeps changing. People keep figuring stuff out.
Yeah. I feel like I could just go home. SuperTournament's over for me. There's not going to be a moment like that again.
Yeah, it's hard to top.
That's like for what I like to watch and stuff. And
all the Protoss players grew an extra wrinkle in their brain.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this game.
And he rode a skateboard.
Yeah, that's
an electronic skateboard to the studio. Is there a person better than herO?
I don't think so. We're not joking, by the way, guys. He did ride an electronic skateboard down here. He rode his skateboard to work.
Dude.
And then he won. For the tournament he won last time, SuperTournament Season 1, he won that, okay? Then he came down this time. He rode an electronic skateboard down to work. And then he won with Oracles against Phoenixes. That's the coolest thing ever.
You know what? I know for a fact...
Don't put this kid in a rap battle.
I know for a fact he can play the guitar. Just look at him.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure he can play the guitar.
And he doesn't practice that much either.
No.
And he can't read music
either. And it's not just
he can't read music. He's just like, I don't know.
Oh, it's by ear.
Ling-a-ling-a-ling, and he starts playing a song.
God.
I wrote this one when I was beating my opponent with Oracles against Phoenixes, and we're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So what's I haven't actually looked at anything that's going on in this game so far.
I don't care.
Who's playing?
Doesn't matter.
Is herO still in this? Oh, he is. Okay. So we got Blake for both sides.
Zest, why are you still here, man? Like, herO ended it last time. Oh, he just canceled Blink and went to Glaives here.
Yeah.
And then he canceled that and went to Charge. Well, herO, you can't really make up your mind, can you?
That was not based off any Vision stuff, right?
Dude, I'm just still talking about the Oracles, man. I don't even know what's going on, man.
If Zest were to come back from this, he would have to have like the best play we've ever seen.
He's been playing well in the series. Like,
honestly,
he can still win.
I was giving you crap earlier, but frankly, just the way that we've seen herO play, this is some of the most beautiful PvP I've seen, man.
He's just so strong, man. It's like, and he's going to BlizzCon, by the way. With play like he's showing here, oh my God. Maybe he has a shot against the Terran Titans.
Well, you can put him in these odd situations, and he kind of just MacGyvers his way out of it. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, that game we saw back there, I don't know how often that ever happens, or if that's ever happened in one of his games. I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, my God.
All right. Zest on the comeback trail. I can't
just
believe
blowing this guy's strats up.
Yeah.
Well,
sees that hidden Templar Archives. It's funny, a hidden Templar Archives at one point in PvP quite a while ago actually meant Stormtrop. That is not obviously what we're going to be seeing here. He just wants to be able to get out his Archons, but Stormtrop was a real thing in PvP for a bit.
Now Zealot Legs is about to finish for herO.
Yeah, and the way that Zest is playing, he went Blink and now into Glaives, and if you play turtly around buildings, this can hold on against Charge Archon. Even though Charge Archon is like a very solid composition, if you have, like, if you open Stalkers and they're kind of getting into this too quick for you, Adepts do pretty well against all of that because it's all like kind of short-range units, right? So if you're standing within buildings, Adepts with Glaives can clean up those Zealots reasonably well.
Now, there is sort of an art when you have Zealot Archon and just the way that Archons engage everything for how you want those fights to go. You have to really be at the right angle. You don't want too much of your mushy but kind of spongy units in the front at once, or they die immediately to the Archon shots, even if you're ahead a little bit. If their stuff's sort of at the right angle and comes in a little bit later, depending on how the targeting goes down.
Charge on the way here for Zest. He's a little bit behind on that army right now. That's okay, though. He's taking his 4th base more quickly than herO is. They got very similar economies at the moment. Zest kind of in some ways having some additional tools here, of course, having Blink that herO has skipped completely.
Okay, here we go, man. Archon being dropped over here. We're waiting to see, is herO going to take his 4th down here, or is he just pushing out? It looks like on the mini-map he's just moving.
Huh. Yeah.
I'm sorry, where's that first Warp Prism that went? For some reason, downstairs, the screens were casting off this are like the size of a Game Gear, so since I missed these drops. Okay, there it is. There was not a second one, right? Coming down here with the Archon?
Size of a Game Gear.
Yeah.
It seriously kind of is. These screens are so tiny. And then the one up there, like, we can't see everything.
Yeah. The main stage screen. Okay, notice one hallucinated Archon in the front.
Oh, that's
very
cool.
important how the damage is traded. herO, once again, next level. Look at how he has that one just slightly in the front. It's not real. The M. Night Shyamalan Archon.
Yeah, a lot of these probes going down right now. Uh-oh, Zest in some trouble.
Yeah, and actually that Archon in the front actually got soaked up. Soaked up a lot of that damage, and herO just rolls him. That was actually just that one Archon there in the front. That angle was so good. One fake Archon. Archon versus Archon, guys. We have these big fights. It's really, it comes down to how you initiate. Look at this. Zest's supply has just disappeared.
Yeah, he's got.
I don't even know if Zest feels like. If I lost a game like that, I would have to watch the replay, because if you don't know there's a fake Archon in the front, you're like, what?
That was really, what a show here by herO. I guess I'm a fool.
Hey, Artosis, I feel like we're all fools after seeing how he played there. I mean, that was. Now he's like, look at this, I made a fake Archon. That's how you lost. Wow. That's the conversation going up there. Zest is like, oh, okay.
Well, that was a series right there. herO in ludicrously good shape.
So just to reiterate back there in that last fight, the way the first 2 shots connect, if it's on a unit that has a lot of HP that does not matter because it's not real, it's just sponging, then the rest of your Archon hits are hitting their important stuff. The battle suddenly snowballs so fast that it's hard to recuperate.
Yeah, and Zest was kind of overexpanding a little bit.
The 4th base was,
his placement wasn't necessarily exactly perfect. There was a lot of Immortals in there against someone who had gone Blink early on. So herO just kind of outdoes him here. I think Zest didn't play like poorly, especially game 2. I thought he played really, really, really well. But
I think herO's showing some of the best PvP we've ever seen. And it's a little bit different from SOS, too. SOS is unpredictable, kind of is cheesy, and then fakes you out with the next build, And
then a DT
herO's got a response every time. Every weird situation, herO has what seems to me to be the exact correct answer.
Well, that game was so beautiful, that second game, and the way that he played that. I think you're right. That might have never even come up for him before. It's it's like he's won with StarCraft.
Could be instinct.
I'm just so impressed.
We're going to go to a short break. When we come back, our final best of 5 here in the GSL Super Tournament. Don't go away.
Makes me wanna